It's my turn now. I've got to write this all down. Because if I don't, I'm too nervous. We'll forget things. First of all, I want to thank Lisa for putting this together with Louis' benefit, as well as the guys up top here. Did anyone ever see the movie Somebody Up There Likes Me? It's an old movie back in the 60s or 70s. It was done by Paul Newman. He played Rocky Graziano, another Rocky that I liked. And that movie, the storyline's about heaven looking down on a very ordinary guy with 2 strikes against him, and from the day he was born. And yet it all worked out for Rocky, and it's all because he had a lot of determination. And I kind of keep that in the back of my head because that inspires me, and that's why I like all the Rocky themes, and I do the Rocky thing every Christmas. But anyhow, I do feel very blessed, and that's what it was all about. I'm standing here tonight in front of about 100 friends, great associates, people that I've known for so many years, and I've been lucky enough to be with probably one of the finest corporations in this country, if not on the face of the earth, and I'm very blessed by it. Managed to withstand a number of layoffs, things, tough times, and yet I just feel very blessed. And in fact, when Abbott said, "A promise for life," I guess I took it figuratively. 21 years in managed care, all over the country, from the Rust Belt, the South, Georgia, Tennessee, Kansas, Missouri, Massachusetts, Carolina, you name it. Did regional accounts, did a few national accounts. I actually did long-term care day for a couple of years too, for Joan way back when, so been in just about every venue. Many of you work with me, some of you work for me, and some I work for directly. And believe me, there is nothing more honoring or humbling than standing here in front of you, hearing these modulations, because it's just very moving. And I just can't believe I'm standing here. I remember years ago seeing guys come up and doing a retirement. I go, what the hell am I going to say when I'm up there? And I'm just totally elated and beyond over the top, so to speak. But anyhow, just to give you an idea how the hell did I put up with 37 and a half years and deal with it. And here's a couple of little notes that I put down as to why. I've had 18 direct managers and 12 distinct positions and jobs over these years. My favorite manager, it wouldn't be fair to mention it, but I can tell you my top 3 in this room right now. So you look around, you'll figure it out. My favorite job, I've had 3 of them. I've had more, but my top 3. Being a vision specialist, selling those blood analyzers out in the Midwest, oh my God, was that fun. It was outstanding. That was really fun. Guys, got motorhome tour. My second was not only being a DM, but being the district manager in Philly, because I had 5 city assignments, and every time you had lunch with one of your reps, it was like a culinary delight. We went to all these great different places, and it was, wow, it was outstanding. It really was. And especially with Paul Fortino, he had South Philly, so we had lunch at some of the doctor's offices because they would make their own lunch and have you sit with them. So that was really kind of special. And my third job was probably the one I'm doing right now for the next 42 days. It's being with the employer team, because we've done so much pioneering in the last just under 3 years. And it's just been amazing what we've accomplished. Started off slow. We didn't know where we were going, but now we do. And we made some great headway. So I'm very happy that I've been a part of that group. Also, Debbie will appreciate this, when I changed into the employer group, we'd go out with our neighbors for dinner, and say, Mike, you have this new job, what do you do? And I'd start rambling on with, I do this and that. Debbie would say, oh, come on. It's just a fascinating job, just leave it at that. Because really, we weren't exactly sure what was going on. Okay, some of my most memorable events in the field, and I'll be brief. My very first week in the field, I was with my boss. It was a call right after lunch, and we used to call them details at the time. You had your detail bag. I went to this office with my boss. I opened my bag, I opened my mouth and greeted him and spoke with him. He looks at me, I don't know the doctor's name anymore, and he goes, "You got 30 seconds, you already wasted 10 seconds saying hello to me, so what do you got?" That was a pretty tough call, but it was what I would expect going forward. My second little event was, I actually saved a baby from falling on the concrete floor in a pharmacy. This is in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Where's Chris? Chris would know where Wind Gap, Pennsylvania is. So would Jackie, but she's not here. Little town just north of 70 miles of Philadelphia. Anyhow, they had a very young baby on a little seat, just right to where I was standing. We're talking business, and I said to Tommy, "You know, your daughter looks unsafe sitting there, standing here." And he said, "She's okay." I keep my eyes on her, and sure enough, she slid out of her car seat or whatever seat it was, and I jumped and I caught her like a Heisman Trophy right here, and brought her back, and I was his best friend for the next 5 years. I remember it like yesterday. Next little topic, I got kicked out of the doctor's office in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I was the district manager, and I had a guy named Ken Staver working with me. He was my representative in Harrisburg. And it was an empty office just before lunch. And all of a sudden, this policeman walks in, serves papers, and he's got his hands full, and he's got a gun. And so we started being kind of silly, like Andy Griffith would do with Barney. "You got bullets in that gun there, buddy?" Well, sure enough, the receptionist turned out to be the wife of the doctor. So she came out 2 minutes later and said, "The doctor can't see you over there." 2 weeks later, we get these letters from Abbott Park saying, "What's going on here?" But that was a pretty tough situation because they wanted to put Kent on probation. I said, "No, I'm guilty too. You can't be doing that. There's no one there." But anyhow, it was a pretty scary event at that time. That was a long time ago. Okay. This is one that Lee said, and I'm sure some of you have already heard this, but he called on Coca-Cola. We had a meeting with the hands-on medical director, probably one of the most notable brand products in the entire world, Coca-Cola. He said to us, "When you and that other company came out with RA drugs, my patients started to disappear." And I looked at him and I said, "Where did they go? Is it another company?" He says, "No, they became employees once again, no longer patients." And I'll go pretty simple terms. It was very prolific because that brings in my mind. It's so important, the work we do on a daily basis. When it comes to different people, different walks of life. So, my last event was the Vision Mobile back in 1990. I'm driving this Vision Mobile from Wichita to Kansas City. Debbie would know, Debbie Bach would know who that is, okay? And on a Friday night, and all hell breaks loose. All of a sudden, I hear this boom, 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 boom. And I'm thinking, okay, I got a flat tire. I got a 34-foot motorhome I'm driving. I stop. I look at all the tires are fine. I figure, okay, it's not dark yet, so I look underneath, and I see this big torpedo sticking down, and here it's the propane gas tank that had come loose and was banging off the highway. I ran back, I got some help, and the guy looks at me, and he was a welder, and he says, I can't weld this on, but I can take it off, and we'll put it in the motorhome. He says, "By the way, you're the luckiest guy around because you would have gone another couple hundred feet and you would have been blown to smithereens." So that's my motorhome. All right. My top 10 reasons for retiring or graduating.
Oh, good.
I had this burning desire to go on extended road trips with Debbie and our new Jaguar. By the way, that was my graduation gift. By the way,
Yeah.
I had to give up my Chrysler in a couple of weeks for Jeff.
Oh.
I want to see the world's largest ball twine, the Paul Bunyan statue in Bangor, Maine, as well as seeing Rubber Man and Stick Lady at a number of circuses throughout the U.S. Number 2, here's a surprise, Debbie. I actually really want to use my golf more.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's the deal.
The trinket.
Yeah, baby, you're right.
I call it the trinket. Yep.
I've totally had it up to here with business travel, especially since I had this titanium hip replacement about 6-8 months ago. Going through those TSA lines, I've been frisked and broke 4 times in 6 months by fat old nails. It's kind of crazy. I do want to spend more time with my grandkids. I have 5, 3 boys and 2 girls. 14, 12, 6, 18, and 10. For a while there, I thought I wanted to get into politics, but that's a bad idea. I'm actually too honest and a poor liar, right? And sooner or later, I'd lose it and probably hit somebody and wind up in jail. As you know my temperament, I'm pretty much mild-mannered, sometimes not. I'll just stay more quietly active so the IRS won't harass me. Number 7. So I can sell real estate with my lovely wife Betty and the Tampa team. From Bay Shore to the beaches, we sell Tampa Bay. Plug that for you. With that $1 million smile, you can buy a house from her. And I did. I actually did. And one of you can give you the details. Tom Gold knows this because I told him this specifically. I'm really at it with searching for things on PPP Gateway, Learn, OEC. You can't do that. You can't say that. The Affordable Care Act training, what an oxymoron. The abominable corporate integrity agreement, CIA, and my favorite, that which I have learned to hate, Mr. IREP. We could track DNA of everyone in the world with just a few strands of hair, and then we get to it. Number 8, I am also considering going into doing commercials, ads, print work again. I did some in a prior life and do it again. We take a few pounds off though. And number 9, my second top reason for wanting to retire. Most of you won't get this, but I know now that I have time to scour this country to find the ever-elusive life-size concrete Elvis statue that I've been trying to buy for the last 10 years. It's a true story. And number 1, really my top reason to retire / graduate, it is time. As Edith Bunker said, R.G. Bunker, in All in the Family, Archie, we ain't kids no more. Winners do what losers don't want to do, and you guys are all winners, no doubt about it, so I guess I'm one too. Hell, I know I am, okay? We're all good, we're all wonderful people. And I'm standing here in front of a lot of great people, my dear wife, and have been associated with First Class Outfit for 95% of my working adulthood, which is a long time. So what more could I ask for? With that said, I want to close with this. Life is not a race, but a journey. Be honest, work hard, say thank you. Love your life and what you have been given. Dreaming does matter, it really does. And laugh often, keep positive. Take time for yourself, plan for longevity. And most important, what you guys did tonight, recognize the special people you've been blessed to know. I am so thankful for having this event tonight. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. So, God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening to me and listening to my friends, everyone. It's been special. Thank you very much.
Okay.
My name is